making homemade brownies. Now the first thing that you'll need is cocoa powder, sugar, 2 eggs, salt, vanilla extract, 1/4 cup of melted butter, all-purpose flour, and pan for later. Second thing that you will need is a large mixing bowl, measuring spoons, measuring cups, a mixing spoon, a spatula, and an 8x8 dish. Now, the first thing that you want to do is put 6 tablespoons of cocoa powder into a large mixing bowl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The next thing you want to do is put the 1/4 cup of melted butter with the cocoa powder. And you want to stir it together. Nice. And only do it for a few seconds. The next thing you want to do is add 1 cup of sugar, the 2 eggs, a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1/4 tablespoon of salt. There we go. 2 eggs. Then, once you got all that in, you want to stir it together. And this will take maybe a minute or 2, depending on if you're using a wooden spoon or if you're doing a mixer. But while you're mixing, to get yourself ready, what you want to do is preheat the oven to 325. When you're done mixing, the batter should look like that, nice and soft. Little lumps, then that's okay. Now, the next thing you want to do is grab the 8x8 inch pan, like so. And what you want to do is grab your Pam or Crisco vegetable fat, whichever you prefer, and first spray the pan. Next thing you want to do is grab a 1/2 cup maybe of flour. Put a few in here. That looks good. And you want to move it around because you want to get the whole pan covered in flour, so the brownies don't stick. And try to get on the side as much as you can. Can't, and that's okay. So, once you're done with that, the pan should look something like this. Once you have the pan ready, next thing you want to do, pour the batter into the pan. And you want to be careful when putting it in, because if you touch another piece it might move. And with the flour it'll move and pick up very easily. So you want to be super careful. When you have probably all of it out of the mixing bowl at most, you want to try to get as much off as a spoon as you can. Get into the batter. And then you want to try to move it around to even it out, but be very, very careful. Once you're done with that, probably put these in the sink. That'll probably be best. Then what you want to do is when the oven gets to 325, you want to put this in for 35 to 40 minutes. Then, one of the last things you want to do is you want to put a toothpick in it, maybe three or four spots, to make sure. And if it comes out clean or there's no pieces on it, then it's good to go. Then you want to cut it up, but let it cool. Let it cool for about maybe 15 minutes before that. Cut it up and your brownies are ready. Alright, now, oven's obviously at 325 now, so we're going to put it in 35 to 40 minutes. And then you just have to wait, and wait, and wait, until your brownies are ready. Alright, so, after the waiting's done, the brownies should turn out like this. They'll be all cut up and look really nice, and they're very tasty. Hope you guys are going to enjoy these brownies when you make them. 'Cause you